I'm Adam Beasley, and this is your Miami Herald Dolphins report. Well, the fourth preseason game is a lot like a teeth cleaning. Nobody wants to go through it, but it's drudgery you have to. For the Dolphins, this wasn't about the starters. This wasn't about the first-string offense, the first-string defense. This was about the 3 or 4 guys who are on the, that are fighting for the last 2 or 3 roster spots. Question number 1 of the game was, did Daniel Thomas do enough to win himself a job for the 4th straight year? He's a second-round pick in 2011, has consistently underimpressed, never averaged more than 3.7 yards a carry in a season. He was actually below that tonight, and his night looked completely lost until his final carry. It was 4th and inches on the 5-yard line. He was given the ball, barreled through not only 1 or 2 tackles, but all the way to the end zone, gained not just the first down, but the touchdown. It was upheld after replay. So it was a nice way for him to go out. The question is that his last carry as a Miami Dolphin? It seems more and more clear that Damian Williams, a running back, is going to make this team. That would be number 3. The question is, do they keep 4? They're going to have some special teams issues. They're going to be without, obviously, Deion Jordan, who's one of their key special teams contributors, and with Rashad Jones, who's also going to be serving a 4-game suspension. Jimmy Wilson's not going to play as much special teams. That's Daniel Thomas's problem. He doesn't really play a whole lot of special teams, and they need someone to fill that role. Who else needed a good showing tonight? Both Marcus Thigpen and Caleb Sturgis. Each of them are on the bubble as well. Thigpen is a punt returner. He actually muffed his first one and kicked it the wrong direction, 18 yards downfield. He made amends for that, though. Later on in the game, had a 32-yard punt return. My guess is he actually is going to make it through. He's one of the few explosive players that they have that can beat anybody in a foot race. They don't have a ton of speed. They have a lot of good players who have a ton of speed. Marcus Thigpen's a very fast guy. I think the big question is, does Caleb Sturgis make this team? He didn't have a great rookie year, made about 75% of his kicks, and then missed the entire preseason until tonight with a groin injury. And he had 1 field goal attempt from 53 yards. He pushed it wide left, or pulled it wide left, actually. Made a couple extra points, but didn't kick off either. Huge weekend for him. He was a 5th-round pick. If he hadn't had that draft pick pedigree, my guess is he'd be gone for sure. Still is a huge possibility that he's gone as well. They have their eyes set possibly on some veterans out there. Jay Feely could make his return. Rob Baronis, this guy is also available. It's a huge eventful weekend coming up. We know about 47 or 48 of the guys that are going to be on this team, maybe even 50. But the last 3, they're going to be some significant players. Backup running back, kicker, and kick returner. All 3 of them are going to be needed if this team is going to have success. The question is, we don't know if those 3 players are currently on their roster. It'll be a fun weekend. We'll talk to you soon.